Hey YouTube, it's Mr. Kyle Free here, bringing you my first commentary in my YouTube channel. I just want to start off by saying something about myself. I am a 16-year-old student, if you want to call it that, from New Jersey in the United States. And that means that I am 2 years away, well, 2 full years away from graduating high school and moving on to college, which I plan to do because, parents' expectations and everything like that. So, now that you know a little something about me, let's move on. The gameplay you're seeing is from a double XP weekend on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 PC, in which I'm playing Nuketown only hardpoint. And it's not an impressive score, it's like 36 or 30 or something, but it's, like a very action-packed game in my point of view. I get a couple double sprays, which isn't that impressive for this game, but I felt pretty cool doing it. Because I'm not that great on PC, but, I find a way to go positive, and I have like a 1.5-ish KD, but that's because, like, I learned how to play PC FPS on this game, and as a result, like, my first games I obviously on like 1 in 14, so that's kind of skewed the results to the point where I'm going like a 3 KD every team deathmatch game, but I'm already so far in the hole that I can have like a 20 game streak of having like 30 kills and 10 deaths, and like my KD will only go up 0.01. It's kind of annoying. So I have about like, I don't know, 60 hours in this game now. 60 about. I'd have to check Steam, but and I think I'm doing pretty well. As I said, when I play team deathmatch by myself, I usually post a 2 or 3 KD, which is, in my opinion, pretty decent, especially on PC where I'm not that great. And no, I should have expected that, but so I also enjoy to play what's called Jailbreak on Counter-Strike's Global Offensive. I I have at least 200 hours logged in that game, but this is the game I learned to play like PC FPS on. So I went in there and just dominated Jailbreak. Like I usually play, if you know what Jailbreak is, like I usually play on the terrorist side. And the way Jailbreak works is the counter-terrorists, which are basically the good guys, depending on, well, which part of the world you're in. And those are basically the good guys, and they run the jail, and one CT specifically runs the jail, and he's called the Warden. The Warden gives the Ts the orders, and they have to obey the orders or be shot. And you play games like Simon Says and First Reaction, Last Reaction, that sort of thing. And I'm not one to comply with the games, as soon as I see an opening, a CT's getting knifed in the back, I'm getting a gun and I'm shooting 3 people's heads off before I die. And the best way to do it, well, this is just some simple advice. Like, the best way to do it is to grab a gun and run back into a stack, which is like where all the players are bunched on top of each other, because the CTs aren't allowed to shoot in the stack. So if they can't shoot at you, then you can kill them and they can't kill you, because there's no friendly fire on. So you can just shoot through your teammates all you want, but they can't shoot through your teammates to kill you, because they'll be killing them, and that's called free killing, and then you get slayed and banned, that sort of thing. So basically, yeah, I love that game so much. It's so much fun. I spent so much time doing it. And another game I love to play, which isn't this, is Trouble in Terrorist Town, which, oh my god, I have so many good moments. Like, that game is so much fun. I used to play on a server, but the server shut down because of, like, hacking issues, so I lost, like, all of my points on there, and I lost, like, all my hats and trails and that sort of thing. And it was kind of, depressing, because, like, it was run by a clan, and then, like, they lost their server, so they shut down, like, the clan itself shut down. I was never part of the clan, but I knew, like, a lot of people in there. I was good friends with a lot of them. So it was kind of sad to see them go and lose all my stuff, but mostly losing all my stuff. And Trouble in Terrorist Town is so much fun because 9 times out of 10 I'm innocent, but when I'm the traitor, I just go ham. I don't care if anyone sees me, I just start popping people in the head. One time there was this one really annoying kid, and I was a traitor, and so was he. So I started playing it like we were both innocent, and then when we were alone, I shot him in the back of the head, and then I got instantly banned. It's like they had some sort of like script or something to prevent that sort of thing from happening. Like if you kill your fellow T, it like automatically bans you, which I think is sort of stupid because if you do it by accident, I mean you don't deserve to be banned. You just deserve the karma loss. So that's kind of trivial. So yeah, basically you'll see in this game that there's at one point it might have already passed, I don't know. But there's at one point where I'm just locked in my spawn, and that counts for like 5 or 6 around there of my deaths, where I didn't get a single kill. It was so annoying because they just spawn trapped us to crap. If I went through the middle of the house, dead. If I went to the right of the house, dead. If I went to the left of the house, dead. There was nothing I could do. It was just so annoying. But I guess that's just the name of the game, spawn trapping, and really who controls the spawns is going to be the winner. But luckily, most of the time we controlled the spawns, and spoiler alert, we ended up winning this game, which I was pretty proud of because I ended up second on my team. But there's this Vendetta guy on the other team. Now he was a tryhard. He was like jump shotting and drop shotting, and he had like, well, I can't really criticize guns because I'm using a pretty overpowered gun, but he had he had Vector with rapid fire and suppressor, and he just went to town. His score at the end of the game is ridiculous. It's like 56 and 10 or something like that, I think. It might have been like, I don't know. It might have been a lot more deaths than that, but I just feel like he did really good. Halfway through the game, he ended up switching to a shotgun, and he just went ham on us. And there's some time around here that I get a really awesome score streak. Like, I capture like 3 objectives, and then I get like my lightning strike twice, which I thought was pretty cool. Because at this point I'm not a very high level. I'm only level 19, so I don't really have any good score streaks. Like ideally I'd like to run UAV, counter UAV, and lightning strike, because that way I get all the UAV and counter UAV assists and still the killing power, the lightning strike. And on Nuketown it's really deadly, especially on hardpoint, because of the respawns. Like they just rush straight towards the hardpoint, so you just have to put it on like an alleyway towards the hardpoint, and then like a couple on the hard, and then like the other 2 on the hardpoint. It's just like boom, at least triple or quadra kill. It's ridiculous. It's so amazing. Oh, and one game that I spend a lot of my time on, besides Call of Duty and Call of Duty Garry's Mod and Counter-Strike Source, no, not Counter-Strike Source, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, is League of Legends. League of Legends is such a fun game, although it's frustrating a lot of the time, because if you know League of Legends, I'm ranked Silver Division 5, and I was placed there in my ranked placement games, and I haven't advanced since because there's either trolls, terrible teammates, or leavers, and it just gets so annoying because, like, I'll call mid first, and I'm like second pick, and then someone who's below me and calls mid like 3 people after me will pick mid, and then I have to go support or we lose, and then he feeds mid, and I can't really do anything because I'm like Malzahar, and you can't really support his mouth. Like, I suppose you could, but it wouldn't really work out that well. And because if you're, say you're, this is gonna make very little to no sense if you're not into the League of Legends lingo. Let's just say, for argument's sake, you're Ezreal, which is a pretty squishy champion, and Malzahar, like I was, and you're going up against a Graves, and let's just say, for argument's sake, a Leona. That Graves and Leona is going to kick your butt, because not only are they both tanky, they both do major damage. I only do major damage, and Ezreal only does major damage, so they both do damage and they're both tanky, versus us both doing damage but like nothing at all, like no way to survive against them. So the only way we could possibly win is if the jungler ganks, which they never do because junglers are terrible for some reason. I can never find a single one. Oh, he ended up going 58 and 34. Alright. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry if I got a lot off topic. I was just sort of spewing whatever was coming to my mind at the time. And, yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys stick around to see more. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.